Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempest rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whatever may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely. Assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O men of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O men of God, the church for you doth wait. Her strength unequal to her task, rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod. As brothers of the Son of Man, rise up, O men of God.
Hello, everybody. Sam! He made it back. Made it back, made it in. Take your pick. He goes, how goes it? Well, it goes about as fast as you make it. There we are. That'll help. No. Stop. Close. No. There we go. Yay! I had to fix my happy little ticker. Reba says, hi, Osha. Hello, Reba. Haven't I seen you somewhere? Must have been a different person. And hello, Sam. Well, I figured because we ended up so late that we'd probably do a shorter one today and just go for 30 minutes or so. I'm filling in for CJ, who was doing his class, and I think he's resting right now. I'm not 100% certain. But whatever it was, I'm filling in for him. I think he tuckered himself out. Poor kid. Mariba says, somewhere I was there long ago in a place distant. I believe it. And how are you doing, Sister Reba? Oh, yes. I should tell CJ he needs to check out the last Young Brother edition. I really should. He'll just flip. He'll die, but hopefully laughing. Oh, and you should check out the last Young Brother edition. Boop. There we go. Mission accomplished. Reba is doing not too shabby, she says. How about you? Well, I think I'm on the uphill climb. I think I'm feeling a good bit better. I was able to do some singing Sunday, to sing along, and that is always very good. And it didn't seem to destroy my voice, so for that I'm thankful, although it was rather difficult. It was rather difficult. But I do think I'm feeling a lot better. I hope so, at least. And I managed to be here, so. And hang on, Sam. I'll get to that here in a minute. I'll star that so I don't lose that. Reba says canned meat. 3 times. She says canned meat. Why? Now I'm confused. Well, that doesn't take much, but yeah. Then she says canned meat again. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, Sister Reba. That went over my head fast. Susan! Hello, Susan Stanley. It's good to see you. She says, so, Pete and Repeat are walking across a bridge and Pete fell in the water. Who was left? Well, apparently Reba's answer is canned meat. Well, half of me says no one's left because Repeat would have fell in too. The other half of me says that Repeat didn't fell. So, who's left? He was with a different group. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Reba is sending me spams. Well, as long as you're not being a troll. CJ made it in. We might be in trouble. Someone telling a joke and it summoned him in. I know it. What did he say? There was a brief murmur in the depths. Huh. The brief murmur subsided. There was a still small voice, barely a croak. Oh, I am in trouble? Oh, I thought I was in the office, but thanks for clarifying that. Sam says he is in the last Tuesday of the year there. Well, Happy New Year to you, Sam. You living in the future. Sam says, I have given the last challenge and question of the year here. I am honored. Well, I'm sure we're to face many other challenges. CJ found the joke. Then, Sister Susan, you're going to have to tell us who was left. Was he a good man? Did he happen by any chance to know Mr. Wright? Reba says, oh no, we have to be good now. The Taskmaster is managing the soundboard. He gives a bow. Susan says, repeat. Pete and Pete were walking across a bridge, and Pete fell in the water. Who was left? Repeat. Pete and Repeat were walking across a bridge and fell in the water. Who was left? I repeated it. My tea is still way too hot for drinking. Did I solve it that time, sister? There it is. uh, that was a good one. CJ is going to die or lose a lung. Take your pick. Someone told a joke in his presence. His greatest enemy. I liked Reba's, CJ. Did you see this? She says canned meat. Then she says canned meat. Then she says canned meat. Then she says canned meat. She was sending us spams. You realize they didn't get a chance to hear that. He goes, ah.
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with
Well, there's one I'm in. Our tech guy is messing around with the slides. Scenes, whatever. Sam says, well, I can say in future is bright for all who call on Christ and are faithful at the end. When come that far, I can see Scripture gave this an end sight. Well, that's something we can always say with confidence, because that is a promise left behind, true, always true, to the end, by our Lord Jesus Christ. A promise that never fails. Now, it may not be bright in the way that you're thinking it will be, but if you are on Christ's side, it will be bright, one way or another. Just because we're with God doesn't mean it's all sparkles and rainbows. And unicorns. Happy-go-lucky me. Sunshine. So Sam asks a question. He says, question, is meek the same thing as self-control? He knows that meekness is strength under control, harnessed by God's use and purpose. Oh, well, it stands to reason, Sam, that kind of it at least takes self-control to use meekness. I wouldn't say they're the same thing. Meekness is more of an attitude of strength under control. Yes, you can totally whoop this person, so to speak. But because you're controlled and you're under control, you're not going to. Moses has been declared as one of the meekest men in the Bible. By the Bible. And sometimes it's hard to see that, and other times he gives us full display answers or examples. He lost his cool a couple times, but on the whole, he always depended upon God's strength. He let God do the talking. Literally and figuratively. I have a problem speaking. I don't talk very well. Don't send me. Well, then you tell it to Aaron, and he'll speak for you. But on the whole, it at least takes self-control to use meekness. Because if you don't have self-control, you can't control that strength, and thus you're not meek. So, I wouldn't say they're the same thing, but they go hand in hand together. If that makes any sense. Yes. Wee. Man, there's a lot going on in this one. There we go. Back to comments. And where's Sister T? See, and here's where I get that from. Now, the man Moses was very meek, more than all the people who were on the face of the earth. He was the meekest person, at least at that time. And that was God's description of him. So, and then next, of course, would be Jesus, would be the best examples. Naturally. But you want to look at meekness, study those two people. Oh. Yes, it takes self-control. I will look at some other instances of the word meek. We're going to need to adjust. There we are. Psalms 25:9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. Those who have managed to put their strength under control, to use self-control, to do that, God is going to teach. He's going to guide them in judgment. Notice, here in this verse in Psalms, the Lord lifteth up the meek. He casteth the wicked down to the ground. The meek don't stand on their own strength. God lifts them up. You know, it's all too easy when you get shoved to the ground to get back up in fury and go on to shove the person that shoved you. As kids, I'm sure we've all done this. It's too easy to stand right back up and go charging after them. But the meek, the Lord lifts up. Jesus, of course. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Jesus is meek, and he knows how to give rest. He had full control over his strength and dependence upon God. And he offers a request of hope, or an invitation of hope, of salvation. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. We're supposed to learn of Jesus. How to become meek. There's a whole list of things we can learn from Jesus. A whole list we should learn from Jesus. How to be meek. Oh. Then the last time the word meek is mentioned in the Bible. 1 Peter 3:4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which in the sight of God of great price. Sight of God of great price. Which is in the sight of God of great price. There we are. I was about ready to say, I think meekness is also closely. In order to achieve meekness, you need humility. 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 You need to be humble. And this is the verse that says, of a meek and quiet spirit. That quiet spirit is going to be those who are humble. And what about them? In the sight of God, they are of a great price. They are very valuable. Kind of as a conclusion, Sam, I'd say, you can't be meek if you don't have self-control. Because if you cannot control yourself, you cannot control your strength. And you can't be humble. So they're not the same thing, but they go hand in hand together. And without one, you can't have the other. Because if you're not in control of your strength, you don't have self control. If you don't have self control, you're not in control of your strength. You can't have one without the other. They are both necessary. Yeah. Well, I said, is a faucet? Hmm. Did you look up the definition? Is that what? Oh, that was just okay. That sounded really fancy, like it came from a definition or something. Webster. I see. No wonder it sounded like Webster. Uh yeah. That's basically what I was saying without the fancy words. I mean, yeah. Meekness is a faucet of self control. So, there you go. You have my answer. And thank you, Sam, for the question. We have reached our 30 minutes. As I said at the start, it was probably going to be a shorter one because we were late. And it is 9 o'clock our time, 10 o'clock some people's times. um, CJ. uh, yeah. Thank you, Susan, for being here for the repeat, repeat. And thank you, Reba, for the spam. It was very nice. Spam. Don't knock it till you've read it. Sam says nice. Oh. So, I guess tomorrow's New Year's. We've made it this far. Of course, stand by for the New Year's stream. I don't know. When are we starting that, CJ? 11 your time? Okay. Ugh. 10 o'clock my time. So, yep. You know I'm excellent at running time stamps. Sometimes. So, we're going to be live for a duration of how long? 3 hours. So, starting at 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock CJ's time. So, it'd be 10 on Central Time. Who knows what CJ is? Um, you're what? Eastern Time. CJ's Eastern Time. So, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, whatever time zone you're in, that's when our New Year's stream starts. Yes, 10 p.m. your time, my time, Reba, because she's in the same time zone as I am. I get to say good morning to her during noontime nuggets. Anyways, that's beside the point. So, stand by for then. What time is it now, Sam? Currently, it's 9 p.m. my time, 10 p.m. CJ's time. So in another hour from now, we'll be going live tomorrow. Whatever time zone you're in, just take this time, add an hour to it. We'll be going live. And that'll be a 3-hour episode. How long is it before the new year where you're at, Sam? It's 12 p.m. his time. So did your Tuesday just start? No, excuse me. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime for you. Huh. So he's in the middle of his Tuesday. He has a whole nother 12 hours before the new year. So, 1 o'clock tomorrow, I guess, for Sam. So, stay tuned for that. Look forward to seeing y'all there for a Happy New Year's. Until then, thank you all for being here. Reba says thank you so much for the edification and fun. Love all of you. You're welcome, Reba. Thank you, sister, for being here. Love you as well. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Stay safe and stay strong. I love each and every one of you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Pip, pip. Cheerio. Bye-bye.